Contains spoilers. Let's play. Okay, a round of 32. We're going in. Curtain versus Auspicious Beast Summon. Are we just doing versus? Oh my god, Auspicious Beast Summon, no doubt. That's obvious. Blood Manipulation versus Black Bird Manipulation. Hey, look, as much as Black Bird Manipulation is a cool technique, Blood Manipulation also really kind of blows if you think about it, because unless you're Choso, Blood Manipulation is such a terrible technique. Like they're both based on having assets to you at a time. Like if I want to do Black Bird Manipulation, I gotta get a bunch of crows and rally them up and control them. Whereas I guess Blood Manipulation. Disaster Tides versus Cursed Speech. I guess Disaster Tides is Dagon's. I'll be honest with you, I would much rather have the ability to conjure and control water and also have Horizon the Captivating Skanda than Cursed Speech. I feel like that is without a doubt. This might be a hot take. Might be a hot take here. I won't lie to you. Cursed Speech is peak. The recoil, having to take care of my throat with cough medicine constantly. If most sorcerers are going to be able to tell what I'm doing with from the very beginning, I'm taking Disaster Tide all day, every day. Again, might be a hot take. I'm sure there's plenty of people. Heavenly Restriction Body over Black Flash, without a doubt. Because Toji and Maki are peak. Even though Maki literally just got turned to absolute dust and literally isekai'd into an entirely different B-side story by Black Flash. You have to be Sukuna level to be able to accomplish that, and most people are not going to be Sukuna level, frankly, unfortunately. So I think it makes plenty more sense, in my opinion, to do Heavenly Restriction, because I'm automatically OP from the beginning. Seance or Cursed Corpse? Again, are you asking me to be you're asking me to be Granny Ogami or fucking Yaga, unregistered special grade Yaga? Cursed Corpse, no brainer. Think Maki is alive but lost her arm and Yuji will pick up the sword. That'd be pretty fire. I mean, technically Yuji could use Soul Split Katana if he wanted to, right? That actually is a possibility. Yuji's gonna have to be the one to kill Megami. Now that's fitting. Megami saved Yuji just for all the way down the line, Yuji to have to be the one to kill Megami. Now that, my friend, is poetic justice, if I've ever heard it. Tiberius, thank you so much for this fun little thing to do. Oh, Curse Spirit Manipulation or Chimera Shadow Garden. That is such a tough scenario, because these two characters are genuinely a really decent matchup. Because if you think about it, Geto is just Megami with more options. Like Nue, just Chimera, Shadow Garden, and 10 Shadows in general is a great curse technique, especially with Maharaga. But Curse Spirit Manipulation, at a certain degree, could probably outdo like if you can get good enough curses to outdo Maharaga, you technically could beat. I think overall, I mean, either way, it's hard work, because if you're a 10 Shadows user, you probably are gonna have a hard time 10 Shadows anyway, or so you still have to go through a decent amount of hard work. Curse Spirit Manipulation. Inverse Curse or Death Swarm? Inverse. Because if people can't figure out the inverse, then they are not going to do well. Miracles or Puppet Manipulation? I mean, if you suck, like if you're Haruto with Miracles, that didn't do well against Nanami, that's beating your ass 6 times and taking out all your miracles all at once. Whereas Puppet Manipulation, Now, let me ask you this. With puppet manipulation, am I also born with glass bones and paper skin? Is that also a downside to puppet manipulation? Or do I get to be normal body and I'm just Kankuro from Naruto? Like, what are the ramifications here? Puppet manipulation, probably. Falling Blossom emotion or 10 Shadows? That's an easy W. 10 Shadows, without a doubt. Straw Dolls or Domain Expansion, Self-Embodiment of Perfection? I mean, Hydrogen Bomb versus Coughing Baby. You can have puppet manipulation with a heavenly restriction. You just can't go very far from your puppets. I don't want the heavenly restriction, though. Like I said, I can just be Kankuro with one puppet. That's all I need. I don't want to be Mechamaru. Divergent Fist versus Boogie Woogie. Boogie Woogie versus Divergent Fist. I think that's an easy one. Body transfer or moon dregs? Do I want to be you know what, Tiberius, I think this is an important question, Tiberius, because if you really think about it, the question is, do I want to be able to live forever, or do I want Nagi Yoshino to be my mom? I know this is the this is the question that Tiberius has running through his mind right now, and I have to tell you, I'd have to go with immortality probably for me personally, but I know Tiberius would probably make a different decision here. Live forever so I can have infinite attempts to Rizzer? I was wrong. Hollow Purple or Uzumaki? Now this is a good, like, the maximum technique versus maximum technique. Body transfer has so many applications. Cassie, what do you mean by that? What are you implying? I feel like Hollow Purple, because it's like antimatter, it like technically destroys everything, whereas Uzumaki, like, Kusakabe can block that shit. Hollow Purple probably, but that's a good matchup though. Idol Transfiguration versus Reverse Curse Technique. Ooh, probably Idol Transfiguration, just because not only are you able to heal yourself, but you're also able to fuck other people up too. You just get more from it. While Reverse Curse Technique is a W and an instant win against curse spirits, and you can heal yourself, Idol Transfiguration, I feel like, has more versatility. This is tough. You can cure cancer, damn, bro. But you can also cure cancer with Idol Transfiguration, bro. Idol Transfiguration is better, in my honest opinion. Like, yeah, you can cure, that's what I mean. Okay, we're on the same page here. Healing brain damage means never having to sleep. Reverse Curse Technique, I feel like, is great, but Idol Transfiguration is like Reverse Curse Technique, but on steroids, and also has so much more shit. It's just a straight upgrade from Reverse Curse Technique. We're on the same level. 6 eyes or blue and red? Damn, I'd rather have the 6 eyes probably, because blue and red sucks without the 6 eyes, right? RCT doesn't work on soul damage. Exactly. And you're immune to all physical attacks. Exactly, Sarah. 6, I'd rather have the 6 eyes over blue and red without the 6 eyes. That's a fact. Tool manipulation or fire arrow? What are some of these matchups here? Obviously, I would pick tool manipulation. Duh. I mean, sheesh. Sheesh. All right, now we're on to the brink here. We're narrowing the list down even more here. You can make your ops bald and broke with Idol Transfiguration. Damn, Sunny Boy said hit him where it hurts. Blue and red make Hollow Purple. Again, no 6 eyes. 6 eyes is important. You can't control that shit without the 6 eyes, at least not as well. That's just eating up all your curse energy, bro. Boogie Woogie or Heavenly Restriction? Heavenly Restriction, obviously. I'd rather be Toji than be zipping around everywhere. Curse Spirit Manipulation over Fire Arrow, I think, in my honest opinion, because as devastating as Fire Arrow is, again, Curse Spirit Manipulation, you can just be O-fucking-P. Again, Geto was able to do the Night of 100 Demon Parade, which was like literally just creating an army to fight 2 different cities at once of curse users and sorcerers. Craziness. Curse Spirit Manipulation, without a doubt. Hollow Purple or Inverse? Well, as adept as Inverse is, because of its literal limitations, Hollow Purple wins. Hollow Purple literally just overrides Inverse, unfortunately. Damn, I mean, this one is, damn, blood manipulation or self-embodiment of perfection. I mean, the crazy thing is, a lot of these matchups are the crazy techniques that won because they were super OP going up against the abilities that I picked just because they were somewhat better than the other ability. Like some of these matchups here are pretty much, we're cutting out the easy ones in this one. Obviously, self-embodiment of perfection. Idle Transfiguration or Auspicious Beast Summon. Yikes, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, the easy ones are getting eliminated in this one. The next round is going to be tough, I feel like, because then it's going to be the tough decisions for sure. Idle Transfiguration is a freebie, yeah. 10 Shadows versus Body Transfer is a decent one. I would definitely probably pick 10 Shadows because I'm not like one of those people. I don't need to live forever. I can have a good life, and as long as I'm a goat with the 10 shadows in my first life, I think I can die happy, you know? I think that's fair. People are saying body transfer in chat. I know a lot of people would rather live forever. Body transfer, multiple curse techniques that you can pick and choose. Well, body transfer, I could technically just steal a 10 shadows user's body. I'll go with 10 shadows. Body transfer sounds like too much work. Disaster Tides or Curse Corpse? Imagine running around with body transfer after Shibuya and Shinjuku and vacuuming up the curse techniques. I can only pick three to four though, and I would hate to have to pick. I'd be so fucking indecisive. I feel like I'm already, when I'm playing Persona, it's already so tough for me to decide on new personas once I get so attached to them. You'd pick Disaster Tides over Curse Corpse? I guess Disaster Tides is just water manipulation at a certain degree, but with Curse Corpse, I could be literally create an army of pandas. Army of pandas? Be ability to conjure water and manipulate water. This is a tough one. An army of ass. That might take a while. You're not wrong, Molly. It would probably take a good amount of time to create all of the pandas to take on the world with. I'd probably be a water manipulator. You right. You guys talked me into it. 6 eyes over puppet. This, again, that's an easy one without a doubt. I'd rather take the 6 eyes because I feel like you could be a boss even just with the 6 eyes, right? Funnily enough, I'm working on a video. I'm not going to spoil it. If you were on a previous stream, you know what video I'm working on. I'm thinking of, I'm working on like a couple of fights where it is just 6 eyes without the limitless. And it's interesting to say the least. Kind of figuring out how some of those fights would go. But without spoiling too much. Hey, what's up, Iron? Yes, how we doing? Or Iron Eyes. I completely missed that one. Self-embodiment of perfection or Hollow Purple? See, I knew these ones would be tough. I knew we were getting into the nitty-gritty with this round. Now, the music is fitting for this crazy matchup here. Now, Hollow Purple is an easy antimatter, just, you know, I flick this at you and you die, instant win. But self-embodiment of perfection is also an instant win, and it's also can't miss attack. Hollow Purple can miss. Probably pretty hard to miss. You do, but you also have to charge Hollow Purple. You have to merge red and blue. And I mean, most people are gonna die from Hollow Purple, but Hanami survived it. Sukuna survived it. Again, self-embodiment of perfection is an instant win, and it's a domain expansion. So despite as strong as Hollow Purple is, I mean, well, if you're fighting against people with a simple domain or anti-domain measure, either way, you've got more outs in Hollow Purple than you do in self-embodiment. So I'm going to take self-embodiment. Self-embodiment can be lose to anti-domain techniques. Yes. But if you're going up against someone that doesn't know how to, well, I mean, I guess anyone with know-how is going to have anti-domain measure, right? This is a tough one. I see some people saying self-embodiment, self-embodiment. There's more people with answers to self-embodiment as opposed to Hollow Purple. Hollow Purple ain't actually that fast. Hanami reacted. Toji only got hit in the side that RCT could have healed. Had to be buffed against Sakuna. Hollow Purple low-key overrated. This is a tough one. Orame got hit and lived. Yeah, there's a lot. You know what? A lot of people are bringing up that a lot of people have lived after Hollow Purple. Yeah, we're going with self-embodiment of perfection here. Hollow Purple just got knocked off the list, which is crazy. Now this is an interesting one. Curse Spirit Manipulation versus Heavenly Restriction Body. Now, we did watch Toji mollywop Geto. Just absolutely blitz the fuck out of him. Now, this was also Teen Geto. And I'm unsure how a fight with, like, adult Geto, with all of his, you know, Kyoto and Tokyo, whatever it is, curse spirits, like full power Geto versus Toji. I don't know how that would work. What would I rather have? I'd want a Heavenly Restriction Body, only I could never get drunk again. RIP. Damn. He can never have some brewskis with the boys again. Gotta capture the spirits first. You're right, Molly. That's a good point. You have to capture the spirits first to be OP with Curse Spirit Manipulation, whereas Heavenly Restriction Body, you're born as Himothy. I think that settles it for me. Curse Spirit Manipulation probably has a lot of other avenues you could go through, but if you die to one of those curses, you're fucked. Heavenly Restriction makes you him from birth. Yeah, HR wins. 10 Shadows or Disaster Tides. Now, this is another good one. I knew these were going to be tough matches. I really don't know. Heavenly Restriction is just black Air Force energy. Fair. 10 Shadows can do a lot of different things, but basic water manipulation cannot be denied to be very open. You can do so much with Disaster Tides, like so much more than what Dagon showed. Like, you could try and like drown people. You could, like, you know, you get some pretty hefty defense skills, some hefty offense skills. But 10 Shadows is more well-rounded. You could do so much more with it. You have water manipulation with Great Elephant too. Yeah, 10 Shadows wins for sure. You can Piercing Blood. Yeah, oh, you know what? You're so right with the water. Yeah. Now, this is another tough matchup. Idle Transfiguration versus 6 Eyes. I honestly would... The human body's 70% water, right? Are you saying I'd become a bloodbender? Is that what I should have considered here? Idle Transfiguration versus 6 Eyes. To be honest with you, I would probably pick Idle over 6 Eyes. 6 Eyes is a great ability to have, but I think, again, Idle Transfiguration is just so much more versatile. I can shapeshift. I am like completely invulnerable to anybody that can't hit me at the soul level. I can heal people. I can be like, Idle Transfiguration cannot be ignored. Like Tiber said, you can give yourself goat feet. Yeah, what else would you want? Idle truly is top 5 techniques in the verse. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Idle Transfiguration is something else, and I would put Idle Transfiguration over the 6 Eyes. Yeah, damn, it's only gonna get tougher. Round of 4 here. Here we go. Damn, an Idle Transfiguration over just the domain expansion. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious the curse technique over the domain. It's crazy that these both came together. But like, yeah, I would just go with the base technique over just the domain, obviously. 6 Eyes. You can just give yourself like all the eyes. True, I didn't think about that, Cassie. Can I go back? What's up, Jesse? How we doing? All right, yeah, we'll go with idol for sure. We'll go with idol for sure. Damn, now we're asking the real questions here. 10 shadows or heavenly restriction? Oh boy. I don't know what to do with this one. I need to consult chat here for sure. Actually, we're going to do a poll for this one, guys. We're going to do a poll for this one because I want to see what you guys think. That last one was a layup. All right. Would you guys rather have the 10 shadows or max heavenly restriction? I need to know what the consensus says. 10 shadows without Maharaga is still crazy good, but we can't deny that we watched Toji remind Megami that Toji was Megami's daddy. Figuratively and literally, physically and mentally. In the anime, my man was running faster than anyone has ever possibly imagined. Toji's kicking trucks at him. 10 Shadows wasn't doing so hot against Heavenly Restriction before. Jesse said, pause. And like, again, most 10 Shadows users aren't taming Maharaga. So, base 10 Shadows users aren't coming close to a Heavenly Restriction body. On top of the fact that a lot of people are bringing up the fact that Toji could potentially beat Maharaga. Now, that's a pretty controversial discussion. Toji, with all of his curse tools, how quick he could do it, and depending on if Maharaga is just able to just adapt to hands and different curse tools, I mean, that could go either way. I'm not going to sit here and argue about, you know, who would win against Toji versus Maharaga. That's not what we're here for. But Toji for sure just downloads any 10 Shadows user and destroys their fighting style any chance he gets. And I know this isn't like a power scaling discussion, but we're talking about what you would rather have. And if I'm saying, and also for 10 Shadows, again, let's not forget you have to tame all the shadows. You're not born and just being able to use all the 10 shadows. You know? You're immediately born and you have to start taming everything. Whereas a Heavenly Restriction, again, you were just him from the beginning. Yeah, Heavenly Restriction. And I feel like it seems like the poll is also agreeing here. The poll is also agreeing. 62% Heavenly Restriction over 38% 10 Shadows. Yeah, I think that's obvious. Only 47 votes. We don't have everyone on that, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. We don't need everyone on that. It's obvious. I've made my decision. Heavenly Restriction. And this is the final round. Idol Transfiguration versus the Heavenly Restriction Maximum. If you subjugate some of the 10 Shadows, you could have them do your chores and shit for you. Actually, base, Slendy Boy. Can I take that back? I feel like I've made the wrong decision again. Now, this is the real one. What would you guys rather have? Idol Transfiguration or max Heavenly Restriction? I kind of already know what I would pick here, but I'm curious what you guys would think. I'm going to do one more poll before we decide, because I'm curious what you guys would all say. You can give yourself a Heavenly Restriction body without actually losing out on cursed energy with Idol Transfiguration. I mean, if we're doing power scaling, like what ability is better, obviously, in my opinion, with the way that Heavenly Restriction is and the way that Heavenly Restriction has power over the soul, there is a good possibility that Idol Transfiguration would not work on a Heavenly Restriction body. I covered this in my Toji versus Mahito video that I did when the Mahito fight was going on in the anime. But yeah, I think with Maki and Toji, the way they have control over their soul and the way they can look at soul, they definitely can hurt Mahito when it comes to a soul level. So they can fight against Idol Transfiguration, but it's also even harder to imagine Idol Transfiguration working on Toji or Maki's soul, because what if they can just pull their soul back together or something like that, or some crazy shit? I don't know. But overall, I think when it comes down to it, I think Toji does beat Mahito in a fight. Now, when it comes down to what curse techniques I would rather have, whereas Heavenly Restriction makes me a fucking powerhouse that most people aren't going to be able to beat, I feel like Idle Transfiguration is, again, the more versatile curse technique. Or ability, I should say. Idle Transfiguration you can just do more with. It has uses outside of combat. Whereas, like, again, I'm him with Heavenly Restriction. I mean, as long as I don't encounter a Heavenly Restriction user, I'm pretty much him against most other people, too. So, I don't know. All I'm saying is, my choice is most likely Idle Transfiguration when it comes to this. Without a doubt, I would probably pick Idle Transfiguration over Heavenly Restriction. And it seems like, to me, that when it comes to the poll, we've only got 50 people out of, you know, all the votes. Idle Transfiguration, 58%. 43% Heavenly Restriction. What do you mean L's? Where are the L's coming from? Toji beats Mahito. I said this. Everyone choosing Transfiguration because they got no hands for real. Nah, I would definitely much rather have Shapeshift, Soul Manipulation, ability to heal myself, not take damage from people. I would much rather have Idle Transfiguration. Much rather have Idle Transfiguration, without a doubt. You can heal others too with Idle Transfiguration, based. Yep, exactly. I think Idle Transfiguration is the #1 here. Does HR have any kind of healing? I mean, I guess they do, right? I guess they do. Because we know Maki only needed 5 minutes to regenerate from, like, that internal damage that Naoya gave her, but, like, it doesn't really seem... I don't know how reliable that is. I'd rather have Idle Transfiguration. That's my W for the... That's... Oh, I got XP. Yip yip hooray. Yeah, I definitely put Idle Transfiguration on top there, without a doubt. Malevolent Shrine, Unlimited Void. Some of these abilities didn't even come into play. Some of those abilities didn't even come into play. Oh, round of 64. We could have done more. Oh well. Well, that was fun. That was a good one, Tiberius. I appreciate that. That was a fun one. We won't really have a firm opinion on Heavenly Restriction healing until we know if Maki has survived or not. That's a good point, Iron Eyes. Heavenly Restriction does have healing, more versatile than y'all think. You literally have safe mode, sensing everything around you too. I'd rather Shapeshift. And not take damage from anyone without having soul damage. I would definitely much rather take that, without a doubt. Without a doubt.